Alright, let's go see if this is working. It would appear to be working. Okay, let's go back to DCS. So the little mission here that I've created, we're going to fly from Kutaisi in an F-15E. We're going to go to the IP point right here, and then we're going to head for a group of targets. I've got two AAAs that I've marked here with GPS markers that I'll take out with some GBU-31s. And then I have some BMP-3s that will be lit up by the JTAC that's on the hill over here. And so he's going to put smoke on them. It'll make it easier to drop some conventional bombs on them. And I think I added some trucks here with infantry just to get more targets. And so I'll be able to have fun with that. And maybe afterwards, just for fun, I've added an F-18 in the mission as well, so I can try it with F-18s, because I really do enjoy dropping conventional bombs with both of these aircraft. I haven't done the F-15 in a while, so it's going to be a good training. So let's try that. The CDIP, I mean, and the F-15 is what I haven't done in a while. Let's start with this. As you can see, there's AAA. That will be waiting for us, but we have some surprises for them. So got a few little scenery objects here, but first let's go to the back. Turn on the different things we need to turn on in the back, go back to the front. Let's get some of our things going here. Usual setup there. All the lights will be off for the mission. Armament, air to ground. Now here's an interesting little thing I found out to be more precise with JDAMs. Since we have several programs we can do for the F-15, I'm going to put the coordinates for my first target in this bomb, and this will be program 1. And I'll make the second mission and second coordinates for the second bomb, which will be program 2. That way I can choose which bomb I drop at which point on which target. Works pretty easily. And then I'll have the 5 Mark 84s that I'll put in program 3. So let's do that. So first one here, direct, ripple single, nose tail. Program 2 will be the other one, direct, ripple symbol, nose tail. And program 3 will be all our Mark 84s in CDIP, single, nose tail. And so let's say I go back to program 1, which is this bomb. If I go to my smart weapons, this is the weapon selected. I want to select my mission number 1, so I'll transfer that to the weapon. I'm never really sure if I need to go select in armament the correct program to put in the info in all the bombs. I don't think I do, but just to be sure, this one is selected. I can go to the thing here. Next mission number 2 will be transferred to that weapon. And so you see 1, 1, 1, 2. We've got the right missions and the right weapons. Then we'll be able to go back to our armament page and be ready to shoot them when we need to. And here, I'm going to leave that there. And I think that means we're pretty much ready to go. This is already set up. So yes, let's taxi. See some of the other parked planes there. You can see a C-17 through the trees in front. Alright, enough sightseeing. We're going really fast and I need to turn on the runway here. That's what happens when you're very heavy. You can't brake on a dime with this plane, so you have to think ahead. I was just looking at the scenery. You see what happens. Alright, so that's good. Running up now. Gear up, flaps up. You can see my heavy load of bombs. Didn't bring a lot of air-to-air because I didn't put any bandits for this one. It's just bombing practice. Since the first bombs I will drop are the JDAMs, I could actually climb above the clouds since I don't need to see the target to shoot those. So let's do that. We're at 95% power, we're at 476 knots at 10 degrees nose up, and we're almost like accelerating at times. This is a powerful airplane. I still have a little bit of rudder applied, there we go. Gotta center it, otherwise it wants to turn on that side. I thought I would need to adjust the trim, but I remembered that sometimes the rudders are the cause of everything. So as we come to the target, the bomb that's selected right now with program 1 will be to the right of my plane, so it's on the right side. And then when I drop that one, I'll select program 2, and the target will be to the left of my nose, and the bomb is on the left. So that's what I mean by trying to get a little bit more precision out of the bombs by putting them on different programs. Otherwise, if you just put all the guided bombs in the same program and you just throw in the missions and the bombs, it might not be the mission that you thought you had and the bomb that's going to be dropped. Now I'll know exactly which bomb I'm dropping on which target. Makes things fairly precise, I guess. So we're flying above that cloud layer here. close to our waypoint. Just to reduce my workload, I could put the autopilot on. Then we'll see our waypoint shifts in just a moment. There we go. And almost on cue, the JTAC has started lasing targets. I'm not really using him for the laser though. He's just putting smoke on the targets. That's what I wanted. That's why I put the CTLD script in there. So you can see there's a little red smoke right there. That's on one of the targets I'm going to hit with my conventional bombs. But first I'm just going to turn, put the nose in the right direction. Then we're going to go air to ground here. And we can see that we're in zone for our bomb. So we're going to drop that bomb. We're going to set program 2. We're going to drop that bomb because we are in zone. And boom, 2 bombs away. Gonna turn right and then let's go watch the show. Yeah, big bombs falling. And our plane turning above. Just want to make sure that my plane is still flying. There we go. This looks like it wants to go hit something. Boom. And on the other side, boom. We can go check the other one, but I think both have been destroyed. Yeah, we can see the fire on the other AAA. So that takes care of the dangerous stuff. So if we go back here, I'm going to want to stay on waypoint 2. And then I can go to program 3, which is my CDIP program for my bombs. And now we'll get the autopilot off. And we're going to go look for some targets under the clouds. And we can see we have our red smoke in front. So I'm going to level out at about 11,000 or so. One of the things I like to do is to bring the target, that smoke, into that spot here, and then I go inverted and dive towards the target for a bomb drop. Something I did with the F-18 and seems to work pretty well with the F-15 as well. So as you can see, it's coming up to that. There it is. And so we can invert the plane. Head for the target. Bring the wings right side up. And we're in a like 35-degree dive or so. Pickle. And we're going to be able to get out of it at 3,000 feet. And you'll see that, boom, we got an impact. And now we can see that they're smoking another target. So I can get up a little bit higher, do the same type of thing. So if I look here, I see the second smoke. If we look at our altitude, we're pretty much where we want to be, and the target is there, so we can just dive like this. Pickle. Boom. good hit on target. You can see there's a new target there in that field. That smoke that's in the middle of a field. One of the things you can do also is try to see, can you spot other targets on the ground? Are there other things we could shoot? So let's go for this one. I think, yeah, I see something else there in one of the fields. I think it's a group of trucks. So I'll see if I can do two in one pass, like bloop here. That might have been a bit short. And there we have another target. Bloop. It might have been low. So yeah, got some hits. Not sure that was very precise in both cases. See vehicles moving at the second target, and this first one is still alive. Let's see if I can be a bit more precise like this. Pico. Boom. Yeah, that second target, it went very long. But since we're out of bombs, we do have a gun like this. Gonna put it on the low setting, and we're gonna see if we can get a few of these trucks with our guns. There they are. Seems pretty good. Yeah, we set a few of those things on fire. Kaboom. A little bit of fun with conventional bombs. Now if we look on F10, we're close to Senaki here, and so what I think I'll do is I'll go land there, arm some more bombs, and then go back to attack the target. See the airfield over there. Leading airspeed, getting our boards out. And now we're slow enough that we can deploy the gear, get the flaps down. All green. going to be a bit heavy to land, but it's a fairly long runway, so.
Low altitude, low altitude.
I know we're low altitude, I put it there. Pitch down. It's a bit brutal. So we're gonna go get some weapons. As you can see, the sun is coming down, so if we want to do this before the sun sets, have to be quick. So that's why I'm rearming here instead of at my base at Kutaisi. I want to get this done quickly, and I know that I have friends here that can arm me. So we're still on steer point 2, so that'll be sort of ready to go when we take off. Maybe we could put it on steer point 1 to help us line up so that we don't have the sun in our face when we come in to bomb. Sometimes I put little trucks nearby here so that it makes it look more realistic when I rearm, but that's my little rearming spot here. So I can put the brake hold on, and then I can ask the ground crew, do I need more fuel? Maybe bring it up to 68, and then gun ammo 100. I'm gonna change these for Mark 84s. There we go. Let's try that.
Refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Now we hear their refueling sound, their little woo sound. Of course, another 12-13% of fuel, and this takes a long time to put in because it's a lot of fuel.
Refueling complete.
Alright, now they're going to rearm. Probably starting with the center. There we go. Left side there. Right side here. Guessing left wing next. And right wing final.
Rearming complete.
Alright, we're good. We're heavy again. So let's lower the flaps. Be ready for takeoff with that. Let's go to maybe nav mode now, so we don't have the CDIP line in our face. Although, one of the things I'll want to do is set up my armament page again. Yes, okay, so I think I have to tell the system what kind of weapons it has. AG load. Now we have to go step through the different types of ordnance. Mark 84 for this, 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 and this. And then menu. Program 1 will be this. All of these, we're gonna go CDIP, ripple single, nose tail. Alright, I think we're good with that. It seems to know that there are 2 bombs on the conformal fuel tanks. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big Mark 84s to have fun with. That's good. And let's give it gas and go. You can almost feel how heavy the plane is. full load of Mark 84s. Pretty much burned all the fuel I had taken as extra. Set this to waypoint 2. Oh, I still have a little bit of rudder. There we go, centered. That's one of the things I've learned. I have rudder pedals. Usually after a little while I try to get my feet off the rudder pedals, but when I do, sometimes if they're not centered in the F-15, you can almost feel if the rudders are not centered. Back in the days when I used my twist stick, the stick just twists back to center. But with rudder pedals, I've got my springs set fairly loose because I fly a lot of helicopters. Therefore, it doesn't always come back right in the middle, in the center. It's usually fairly close, but... Alright, let's go back air to ground. We're in CDIP mode. Do we still have a red smoke? Yes, we do. So that's going to be probably our next BMP that's lit up. And we're going to invert, dive, attack. Pickle. We have a good hit. And a new smoke over there at the junction of those green fields. So we're gonna go look at that next. Goal. Boom. It felt like it was a bit short, but I guess I hit it. Now it's probably gonna light up the trucks. Looks like it lit up some of the area that I had hit with guns earlier. Go. Gets confusing when you have lots of smokes in the target area, but you can check the ones that are on fire. It kind of helps. Pickle. Oh, this one went long. Give it a bit of power. There's a smoking truck there. Pickle. Yeah, we got it now. Sliding up some more trucks. Make sure we don't stall. There we go. We were in the process of doing that. Oh. All of a sudden, my track IR stopped working. Let me just pause this. Okay, now I can look around. All right. There we go. Let's center it. Good. Okay, so the new smoke is right next to the one we just hit. We're a little bit low. I like to start my dives at about 10,000. We're more or less there now. Pickle. Boom. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I want to check, is that the only one left? Okay, it seems to be. I thought there was another truck position somewhere that I could maybe hit. This one is the furthest of the three that are grouped together. Pickle. Kaboom. So my JTAC that's on the hill, he's not spotting anything else. He's somewhere over there and he doesn't see anything, so I think I'll just go drop my bomb in the same area. What's that, HQ? That burning building? It's an ammo dump. You want it destroyed? Okay. This one over here? Alright. I see it. Let's drop down for it. It's already on fire. You want it destroyed? We'll destroy it. This guy passing by with his truck. Hopefully he's gonna be lucky to be far enough when it blows. Boom! Okay, I think I just brought down the neighborhood, so I think that means we can go back to base. This is Enfield 1-1 or 7-1 actually for this mission. Enfield 7-1 returning to base. We've hit the ammo dump. We're out of Mark 84s. Let's gain some speed. Stop under the speed of sound, of course. There are all kinds of houses and civilian living in this sector. Beautiful scenery. Sun going down in the clouds in the back. The river being lit by that beautiful light. So not much left there. So we're gonna go to our waypoint here and land at Kutaisi. It's already time to slow down. Got our airfield over here. That'll make a nice screenshot, right? Maybe I could make an even better one like this. There. Alright, we also have to land this thing, so let's get the autopilot off. Speed brakes out. Gears down. Flaps down. Let's go fast through the boring part. And here it gets a little bit more interesting when we get closer to the ground. Notice how I focus on the HUD and on the runway ahead because I don't really need the rest.
Kutasi, in field, 7-1, inbound.
Wonder if they'll turn the lights on. Oh yeah.
Kutasi, in field, 7-1, request landing.
Touchdown. So we'll get off the runway here. There we go. So often I would go to the parking and do whatever shutdown I need to do, but just for fun here, I'm thinking let's go check our kills, and then we could try it with the F-18. So you can see that we got our two ZSU-23s with the GBU-31s at the beginning. And then we got a bunch of BMP-3s with Mark 84s, some trucks and infantry. And so that's a good day's work right there. Now, if I click the Fly Again button, I'll be able to choose which plane I want. And this time we'll take the Canadian CF-188. Just to show that with those modern jets, you can do similar jobs. Of course, the F-18 will carry much less. I'll show you what I did with my loadout. On the outside pylons, I put the GBU-32s. So those are the 1,000 pound JDAMs. And as you can see on the inside pylons, I've got 5 Mark 83s, which are also 1,000 pounds. And so for the original target, we'll hit it with the JDAMs, the ZSUs. And I'm going to show you my waypoints here, because in the F-18, we don't have the same feature to drop JDAM bombs. So what we do is we go straight on the waypoint that we've pre-planned on the targets. Of course, you need to have great intel, but as you can see, we have great intel, and so we're able to do that. And what I'll do is I'll pre-plan the waypoints, or I'll waypoint designate the waypoints into the TOO modes of the bomb, and that's going to be the coordinates that they'll get dropped on. And so if we come back to our cockpit, as you can see, it's pretty bright in the HUD, so we can lower our brightness a bit. We can turn on our helmet display there, and I like to turn that off here. I like to put this in the SA page. And let's see, we'll turn on the lights a little bit and then we'll turn them off after takeoff. And we have a FLIR, so we'll set that there. Let's get our RWR going. I like to set that to bypass so that I can drop countermeasures by hand. This is my RWR. I've set it to repeat on the HUD. I put my HSI on waypoint 1, put sequence 1 so we can see our flight plan, and then we can go to our stores. I'll start with the Mark 83s because they're fairly simple. I want to drop them in CCIP, nose fuse, instant. So I've got all that info entered here for these bombs. And then for the Mark 83s, I want to go TOO, target of opportunity, E-fuse instant, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other bomb, TOO. The fusing is already set. And that's about what we need to do before takeoff. Just checking because I haven't flown it in a week or two. There we go. So that's the plane we're going to take. It's a Canadian F-18. It's got a lot of numbers on it. I guess the skin hasn't been updated lately, so that's probably why. And we're going to taxi. Oh, I have to arm my ejection seat, or what is it? Oh, the flaps. It doesn't like the flaps where they are. There we go. If you're wondering how I was able to tell for the flaps, it's when you get those bits, little thing, bit failures, whatever, they tell you at the bottom left of this. So this is the place to check. When you get off autopilot by accident, it tells you there. If you forget to arm your ejection seat, it tells you there. And so Chevy 6-1 in position. Running up now. Of course, I don't like going too much in the outside views because that happens. You think your pedals are straight and then you get off the runway, so there we go. Gear up, flaps up. Now we can go to the outside view. With the fake canopy underneath. I know sometimes on YouTube it gets a bit blurry, but I can still see the little caret up top for the waypoint. Alright, so since we're gonna be approaching enemy territory, we're gonna go lights off. Set barometric altitude hold. And so we're almost at the waypoint, so we can switch to waypoint 2. Which is right there in front. I guess I hadn't changed the waypoint like I did for the F-15. So I'll move a little bit to the left. I can see the little hill there for where my JTAC is going to be. And so he should start lasing pretty soon so that we can have our targets. But my first target is going to be waypoint designated. There we go, the JTAC's doing his thing. And so I'm going to waypoint designate and go air to ground. Again, just to be sure it happens and it goes in the right spots. Gonna do it like that. So I am now approaching the zone where I'm going to be able to drop the bombs. Gonna give it power. I'm now in zone. First bomb away. Switching to next waypoint. In zone. Bombs away. Gonna head away from the target and let's go see. There are bombs. If they'll be able to do their trick. See if we can have an idea of their velocity. Starting to think I could have waited a little longer. I don't know if they'll fall short or if they're going to be able to make it. Oh well, it looks like it's going in the right spot. And how about the other one? That one, yeah. Is it gonna fall short or will it hit it? I think that one fell short. So that means we're gonna have a bit of a challenge for our Mark 83s. Because dropping a bomb on a live target is a little bit harder. I could use the CCRP method, which is what it's set for right now, and hope for the best. Let's try that. I haven't done it in a while, but I think I'm high enough to avoid the AAA. Have master arm on, everything's good, so let's line it up perfectly. 20 seconds to release. The higher you are like this, the more precise you have to be. Holding the pickle button. Bombs away. I think I got my bomb off. There it goes. It dropped the center one first. Let's see if it's gonna follow a perfect ballistic trajectory to the target. That would be nice. Well, that was very close. He's now smoking. Problem is, he's not destroyed. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to waypoint. This should put the bomb back into CCIP, but we'll just make sure. And then I'm gonna do it manually, which is a lot more risky. Let's try it, because I like risk. Bombs away. Gonna drop countermeasures. I think I hit it. Yeah, it looks like it's on fire. I wasn't sure because I was still getting the RWR indication of it, but yeah, it's on fire. We're good. That means we've got a lot less bombs than we used to. So here's a red smoke. We're gonna go for that. I don't mind the fact that I used more bombs because I got a little bit of excitement out of this. And since I've known how to fly the F-18 for a long time, I don't often get excitement out of the F-18. Bombs away. Boom, that one felt long. Okay, so now that I had the difficult target, I'm missing the easy ones. Oh, is that a fuel warning? Yes, okay. Well, I got plenty of fuel.
Altitude.
Bombs away. I think that might be a bit better. Yeah, that hit, and now he's giving me a new target. Where's the new target? Ah, it's right here. There. In that field. Okay. I just thought that I haven't been doing my technique that I told you with the windowsill. I'll try to do it for the next target, maybe. I don't know. I've only got that bomb left, though. Boom. That means I have to go get more bombs, because we're all out. Let's head for Sanaki and get more bombs. And again, because I'm single player right now, I can say bye-bye boring parts. Here's the airfield. I'm gonna slow down. Let's maneuver a bit.
Corky, Chevy 6-1, inbound.
Chevy 6-1, Koki, fly heading 094, port 13, QFE 29.88, runway 27, pattern altitude.
They always want me to land on the runway opposite of the one I've chosen.
Corky, Chevy 6-1, request landing.
Chevy 6-1, cleared for visual, contact tower.
Thank you. So we'll put the little bracket there where it needs to be. We're gonna give it a bit of trim. Touchdown.
Chevy 6-1, taxi to parking area.
So I made a shorter landing than with the F-15, so I'll go to my rearming spot. Get a full load of Mark 83s. Then we'll go back to our target. Alright, let's go rearm. Fill it with fuel. Change those bombs for Mark 83s. Do I want double on the wings there? Yeah, I guess 7 will be enough.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Okay. That's good. No. Did that work? It sort of changed the skin, but just the numbers. It removed the extra numbers. Might wonder what I'm doing. I'm gonna take a nice screenshot. The reason why I'm not centered on it is that I might use it to make a split screen later. We got our bombs coming on.
Rearming complete.
Alright, enough of that. I'm taxiing and checking my text messages that come in. Let's go. Airborne, gears up, flaps up. Good looking plane, right? Little something I did in my last video, just because we can. Whee! Alright, so we have a red smoke in the distance over there, so we're gonna go drop some ordnance on that. So let's go air to ground mode. Mark 83, CCIP, nose instant. So I'm gonna climb to my Angels 10. I'm gonna put this thing here at the edge of my window there. And we'll do like we did with the F-15. We'll roll in to drop our bomb. See, 10,000 feet. Can maybe bring it a little closer like that. And then when your target is in the right spot, you can invert and dive onto the target. This time we've got a little bit less of a steep dive, but I started like right at 10,000. Sometimes I start a little higher.
Altitude.
Pickle. And that's a shack on the target. And there's the next smoke. Middle of the green field there. There we go. Thought I wasn't steep enough on the last one. This one's going to be an extreme.
Altitude.
45-degree dive. Boom. Got these two burning. There's the next one behind here. Okay, there's one there. A little slow. You can see that the F-18 is not quite as powerful as the F-15, but can still do the job. It's just it doesn't do it as fast.
Altitude.
Bombs away. Boom. So I had this little error of lasing a bunch of things earlier as well. Hopefully it'll get it settled. So now we're just getting a bunch of messages. Okay, there it is. Gave me a new target there. Now that's the group with multiple trucks. I'll drop more than one bomb here. Boom, boom, 2 bombs. Kabloom. Gotta be efficient. Now we've got 2 bombs left. Do we have targets? JTAC's all confused. There's so much destruction, we don't know which one to select. Well, since you're all confused like that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a gun pass.
Altitude. Altitude.
Guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns, guns. And I think there was another one here. Guns, guns, guns. Whee! Alright, well, since the JTAC is going berserk, I'll just drop my 2 bombs and we'll call this a mission.
Altitude. Altitude.
Bloop, bloop. Boom, boom. I got rid of the confusion because it got rid of the last targets. And so now we can head for waypoint 4. Back to nav mode. It's funny that I have an indication of CDIP while I'm in nav mode and no weapons, or maybe because the gun is still selected. Yeah, okay. Never mind. It's a code 17. The error 17 inches in front of the monitor. It's me. So we've got a nice cruise set up here. Why is my autopilot acting up like this? Stabilize. Let's try that again. Ah, that's better. And let's make it go fast. Remove some of the boredom out of this. We're gonna go land over there. Here we go. Daisy.
Kudasi, Chevy 6-1, inbound.
Chevy 6-1. Daisy. Fly heading 074. 419. QFD 29.77. Runway 25. Altitude.
Yeah.
Altitude.
Not gonna be using 25. I'm gonna use 070. That's why the controllers don't like me. I'm not controlled very well. Too rebellious for the controllers.
Chevy 6-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
Kudasi, Chevy 6-1, request landing.
set myself up perfectly for like the perfect landing, such ahead of time that I had to speed up time just to not fall asleep here. It's funny when you're landing on a carrier with the F-18 and you've got everything set up and trimmed properly. You could almost like let go of the controls and let it glide itself all the way in the carrier. Except for those last few moments where you just gotta make sure you're aligned. Touchdown. Air brake out. I'm not getting ready for takeoff. I'm taxiing to a parking spot. That's why it gives me the flaps warning. It thinks I'm getting ready for takeoff. Go park it close to the tower. There we go. That's good enough for me.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
How come my brakes don't work? Ah, they were already pulled. There we go. Oh, I saw something funny in the radio menu. Let me check something. It said salute. No. Ground crew. Salute. Yeah. You don't see the pilot doing a salute. Okay, lazy shutdown. Now, that was a fun flight. I hope you enjoyed watching it. A little bit of F-15 followed by some F-18 or CF-188.